New York City. All right, it is 1:20, and thank you for asking that question. Would love to know where you guys live. I'll definitely be reading it on the chat. I also lived in LA as well as San Francisco for a little bit. So I've been there, but I travel a lot to many places in the world. So wherever you guys are from, I probably have been to. But let's start with the unboxing. So this is one of the coolest boxes I've seen in a long time. I've never held one of the Union 4s before, so or any of the Union collaborations before. So this is really, really cool. It's kind of got a pastel yellow to it. Obviously has Jordan's hands of the ball leaving his, I think it's Jordan's hands, of the ball leaving his hands. And on the bottom of it, you also have kind of a baby blue color. I'm really, really partial to this type of color scheme with the yellow and blues. The reason is because I actually went to UCLA, go Bruins, and UCLA is I don't know, it holds true to my heart. And because it is Union LA, I assume more than likely that there is inspiration from the colors of the UCLA Bruins for this type of box. But overall, the box is awesome, and it is there's also that Union Jordan logo over there. So let's take off the cover, and this is the first time I'm actually seeing these. So I've not seen these in person yet. I actually have never seen any of the Desert Moss in person. I actually haven't seen anyone wear it yet either. So, but I did see someone walking in Soho in the Guavas yesterday, and those look pretty good too. All right. Oh, boy, I didn't get these off StockX. I forgot. I actually got these off Goat. This is the if anyone's ever bought anything from Goat, this is the Goat sticker. And this is actually the punch card they use to verify whether or not it's authentic. So luckily for me, it passed the authentication stage. It took about 5 total business days before it got to me. It's really 4 business days. Got here on the 5th, so not bad at all. But on the inside, you have Mr. Jordan with his head down. Kind of a weird picture to pick. I'm sure this is one of the iconic games that it comes from, but this tissue paper is super, super awesome. It's not just a logo. It's an actually, I'm going to pull it all the way out. I don't want to rip it either. 1 second. I'm going to pull it out at the end. Oh, yes. So here it is, guys. This is the Union 4 Topaz done in the Desert Moss color. So the unboxing of this is starting now. So what's this? Does anyone know what this is? 91 to 2021. Are these the years of the Jordan 4? It probably is the years of the Jordan 4. So it comes with this Air Jordan hand tag with the Union logo done in yellow. If you guys have gotten other Air Jordans before and or Nike retros, a lot of times they come with this hang tag, and it is done either in the Jordan color or that orange for Nike. But this is a really unique hang tag. I actually collect the hang tags, and so I have a bunch actually in my room that is behind this wall. The quality on these is actually a little better than I expected. Most of the, I don't know, I don't have too much hope for quality, but for the most part, like in hand, these feel really, really great. Before I kind of going around the sneaker, I'm going to see what else is in this box, just so you guys can see it a little bit as I'm doing this. The other pair over here, so this is the right pair. On the right pair, you actually have another set of lacing, and the lacing is done in this aqua color. So it's almost like the reverse of the ones that come stock. So it's like a gray in stock, and it has aqua specks, and this one is aqua specks with gray. Gray. I don't know which color I'll probably go with. I'll probably go with the more neutral gray color, but I'm stoked about these. Oh, one of the things before I continue, do want to mention how much I paid for these, just because I hate paying resale in general, but it's part of the game nowadays, and there's really not much you can do. But I paid $405 resale on Goats, and I sold a bunch of sneakers way back when, so I actually only ended up paying $30 US, so not the worst. Really funny question. I will be following the Olympics overall, yes. I am interested in the cycling events, but I would say that I'm not an avid follower of cycling or news or anything like that. I just pretty much watch anything and everything dealing with the Olympics. So I'm super excited for those to start, though, especially in Tokyo, which is one of my favorite cities that I've been to. But before we kind of look more into the sneaker, I just wanted to pull the rest of this out because I haven't seen this before, and I don't know if you guys have. But this is the tissue paper that comes inside. It almost looks like a cool poster, and it's got like a mirror image of Jordan with his head hunched over, probably during some type of championship game. Anyway, so that is the box itself. Let's start looking at the sneaker. So this is a moss color that you can see, which is what Nike has called desert moss, and I just absolutely love the. It's pretty actually. Now I'm looking at it, it is a pretty thick cut suede. So considering a lot of the other suedes that I've had, I do have the Jordan 4 breads, and I believe this type of suede looks a lot better. This might be real suede. I'm pretty sure the Jordan 4 is synthetic suede. I'm not exactly sure, but I have the red color. And then I also have the Levi's Jordan 4s, which is obviously made out of denim. So this is actually a really nice cut piece of suede compared to those. Then you have this kind of purple mesh that permeates throughout the underlays, and you can see that through there. And then instead of the regular Jordan 4 mesh, kind of like TPU, you actually have that in white over here. And then the TPU over here doesn't have that like wings cut out. It actually is completely filled in. That's kind of cool. Look at the back. This is actually the main reason why I wanted this sneaker. I just love the way this looks. It looks like I don't know if you guys know the Charlotte Hornets from way back when. This shoe actually reminds me of like an homage to the Charlotte Hornets. It's not like a team that I loved. I loved the Orlando Magic and the New York Knicks and as rivals Chicago Bulls. But I just really love the way this looks from a retro 90s perspective. It just, I don't know, this was what made me want to buy the sneaker. The rest of it kind of came through, but I'm liking the sneaker a lot more in person actually than I thought I would. It's my favorite color of the 4 pairs of the Jordan 4. So I think I would rank the Desert Moss, probably unpopular opinion, but I actually would rank the Desert Moss just because it's so unique in its color. The Guava is number 2, and then the Noirs, Black Noirs, is number 3. And then number 4, I would probably go with the Taupe. I actually don't like that pair, even though I really like the Taupe and kind of mauve type color. Anyway, so moving on. I'm sure you guys want to see this as well, just because it's an interesting. It's probably easier to get off on the other sneaker. Is a hang tag? Sorry, the kind of uncut tongue. You can see there. That is what the tongue looks like with Air Jordan on top. Remember, this is actually folded over, so you can see the folded over here. A lot of people end up actually pulling out this out. To be an Orlando Magic fan and or Knicks fan is definitely a sad life. But at least we had like Linsanity a couple of years back, but that's pretty much all we had. And then on the inside, you have the stitching that's done here. If you actually watch a lot of other YouTubers and the videos, you can actually undo the stitching, and then make it a regular size tongue. So this is actually a much shorter tongue than your typical Jordan 4. I will likely keep it this way. I like the fact that it actually has a shorter tongue. I assume I haven't tried it on yet, but hopefully the stitching doesn't fall out on its own. But it's actually, what is interesting is that like they're kind of like teasing you. I don't know if you can see it. They're teasing you to actually get it done because these stitches are actually not finished. They're specifically there so you can actually pull them out. So we'll see. Actually, do you guys prefer the this kind of teal lace or the gray lace? I don't know. The teal might be a little more poppy, which is fun considering how crazy this is. Then you have the Union LA logo that is done in that yellow over there, which is kind of interesting. And then I really love the color of the outsole and the midsole. It is a very unique kind of like cement-like color, which I do like, and it kind of makes it look really, really matte. So I don't know. I'm really digging the sneaker right now. I'm really glad I actually paid resale for these because I completely missed a drop because of work. But these are really great. Would love to hear your thoughts on this Desert Moss color. If any of you guys have either the Guava or the Black Noirs, any of those. Thoughts on reselling business, sneaker, culture, streetwear platforms like GOAT and Urban Necessities. My opinion has changed pretty drastically about the resale business, not because I support it, but mainly because at some point, like, you just have to like play the game the way it's being played, and things have changed so drastically because of these resale. Actually, I'll just keep the shoe up just people trying to drop. But people paying resale over and over. It's impossible to get sneakers nowadays, no matter who you are, doesn't matter how much money you have, it's just impossible to get. So I'd say that like I'm joining the game more and more. I'm more than likely, going to buy resale more than I did in the past, and just not think twice about it anymore. It is just there's just too many people trying to make $5 off sneakers, and to fight that, it's basically fighting against the world. So for the most part, I don't support lots of reselling, but it's you have to admit that it's part of the game now. And if you really want a sneaker and you don't hit, just pay resale. I mean, like there's really not much you can do. But the platforms themselves, they make everything easy. They make everything simple. So I think without the platforms, reselling wouldn't be as bad as it is today, because everyone's trying to resell. But the platforms also make it easy, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I clicked a couple buttons and I got these, right? And honestly, like even if I went after the release and did online raffle, it'd be really hard for me to secure a pair without platforms like GOAT. So on the flip side, it does make things a lot easier for me. So I don't know, like it's it is what it is. I mean, like to be transparent, I do resell some of my sneakers if I don't decide to keep them. Usually in a used format, because it's very rare that I buy sneakers that I don't keep, unless I'm specifically buying them for reviews, which is which is a lot of the more GR pairs. But for the most part, I keep most of my sneakers and I wear most of my sneakers. So platforms like GOAT make it easier for me to sell, and so that's a good thing. So it is what it is. Would love to know your thoughts as well, but that's kind of my thoughts on it. And kind of flipping into the last bit is this outsole. Really like the outsole. The problems no one thinks. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's the amount of people, like I said, who are going after sneakers that honestly aren't worth anything, right? Once a resale fees of like 15, 20, 25% get taken by whoever or wherever you sell it, you're literally making $5 to $10, and then people who want the sneaker don't get it just because of the $5 to $10. On these like super hyped ones, it's always been the case. They've always been super hard to get. So I don't have as much of an issue with that. But like when you're trying for like any general release, like dunks are a good example. People just are scooping up the dunks for resale reasons. I highly doubt many people are actually buying them to wear. So it's stuff like that kind of annoys me. But it's another story. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Definitely hawking. And I guess that's it. Like for the unboxing, that's really all I got. If you guys have any questions about the sneakers themselves, I will be doing a full review of these. I'm going to be putting them on right now and going out into the world. I think I'm actually going to try to get to an acupuncturist because my allergies have been actually nuts. They've actually been feeling pretty good during the stream, but I've never done acupuncture before, so it'd be interesting to go and see what that's like. But I heard it's really good for allergies. But if you guys don't have any other questions, that's it. And have a great weekend. Enjoy the summer. And I don't know how to sign off on one of these things. But thank you guys for joining. And I'll see you in the next video. And we'll be checking you guys out during the review of the Jordan 4 Union Desert Moss. Bye, guys.